Democrats are escalating their push to force a government shutdown, even as the media questions their motives, leaving the nation on edge. The political drama centers on a $1.5 trillion plan proposed by Republicans, which Democrats are framing as a weapon to gain political advantage, despite the real-world fallout of a shutdown. This conflict highlights a broader tension between partisan agendas and the public's demand for stable governance. The American people overwhelmingly support keeping the government open, yet the media's skepticism toward Democrats' tactics underscores a growing divide. Politico reports that Democrats are leveraging the shutdown as a political bargaining chip, demanding concessions on health care and other issues in exchange for their backing of a measure needed to avoid a crisis. Meanwhile, Senate Democrats face mounting pressure to act, as they've been criticized for failing to secure media attention or curb President Trump's agenda. In March, Senator Schumer backed off from a similar threat, allowing 10 Democrats to vote for a temporary spending bill, but this time he's taking a harder line, even as some of those same senators remain undecided on their votes. The New York Times reveals that Democrats are blamed for blocking the GOP's bill to fund the government until November, insisting they must negotiate to prevent a shutdown. The Washington Examiner adds that Democrats are risking a shutdown to advance their Democratic wish list of policies, including extended health insurance subsidies, which the GOP views as non-essential. Republicans' plan, passed last week but stalled in the Senate, aims to extend funding through November by allowing more time for a bipartisan budget. A Democratic counterproposal would provide funding through October and extend Obamacare credits, but it lacks the GOP's support. The Hill notes that Democrats claim a shutdown is necessary to send a message to President Trump, arguing that Republicans' plan to pass a clean 7-week resolution is too risky. Democratic senators warn that without scrapping the plan, they'll have no choice but to defeat it, framing the shutdown as a strategic move to pressure the president. CNN highlights the stakes, as Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer and his party are racing to seize control of the government funding deadline, despite being locked out of power. Behind closed doors, some Democrats worry about the party's future if Trump and the GOP refuse to compromise, fearing a shutdown could destabilize the country while leaving them powerless. Politico concludes that Democrats are trapped in a cycle of obstruction with no clear plan to resolve the crisis. Their insistence on fighting Trump, despite being sidelined, raises questions about their leadership and willingness to prioritize long-term stability over short-term political gains. As the nation braces for a potential shutdown, the debate over whether this is a calculated risk or a reckless maneuver continues, leaving the public to grapple with the consequences of partisan brinkmanship.